All right, then. I'm gonna deafen. I'm gonna be casting. So good luck, my friend.
Do you have any last messages for me? Any motivation tips for me?
The eagle flies at midnight.
Okay. Okay.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the Dang Delight Trios Invitational. This is mostly a trios game. This is gonna be on Olympus. Last game was on World's Edge. In fact, if you want to see that video, we'll link it in the iCard in the top right. 17 teams, 49 players, and 1 Apex Legends Trios champion. Timid TV, unfortunately knocked out of the game early last game. Doesn't get a great land. Team 5. Ooh, Timid TV having a tough one. Twitch Kodak on the hunt for Timid. Oh, yeah, Timid goes down. That rampage is just so annoying. I can't stand this weapon. Really, really can't. Twitch Kodak on the hunt for a Rogue Wraith. Shout out to Rogue Wraith. Wow! Wow! Echo can't get out of there in time. Trip, Death by Hearts, and Kirby up against Blinks and crew. Kirby and Death by Hearts taking a lot of damage really quickly, but Branch managing to put down, or at least put down a lot of damage. Pushing on the Zoe is getting put down as well by Branch. If I'm Branch, I'm trying to get to my teammate Kirby and trying to take any advantage that we can. And absolutely friggity fries G-Sauce and the disrespect. I'm in platinum, bitch. Dropping down the hollow spray. Death by Hearts getting picked up. Kirby popping a Phoenix. We're back in the game, boys, and we got some loot. Luminous, our new kill leader. Ooh, Dade, BK, and Loom in some trouble. Loom manages to get a shield swap. He's gonna pull a res on Dade the DK. Dade, if you could just manage to get that bubble out. This is a tough position to be in. BK taking some damage. Luminous not looking super healthy. Dade not looking super healthy. You're in the circle. They're gonna push you. It's so hard to see out of one of these heat shields, man. Oh, man. And at this point, I'm just guessing at what I'm firing at. Luminous doing his absolute best to just try and cover the homies, but... Oh, and Luminous absolutely frying a Horizon. Oh, Ryan barely makes it out of the zone. Taking a lot of damage. N-Dog, Ryan, and James got real bad shield advantage. I don't want to be running up against a red if I have a blue. James potentially going for a kidnap, question mark? What is this play? Hello? Oh, wait. Okay, that was a lobby glitch. Lobby glitch. Everybody should be back. Oh, man. And Dade, Luminous, and BK are probably so upset. I mean, they were in the zone. They got... oh, man. That's a tough one. That's a real big momentum reset for a lot of the teams involved here. Dade making a smart move, dropping the self-res down for Luminous, as that is how Newcastle's passive is going to work. Dade taking a lot of damage on the push up. Not in a great position. This bubble's going to drop here in a minute, but BK trying to make the most out of the position that they have. Ends up putting down Twitch Kodak. Darks and FIFA between a rock and a hard place. Luminous going to kick down the door. Take a lot of damage off the rip. 99 damage against this. Oh, man. Darks is just getting friggity fried. Although another team is rolling up. Ryan, James, and N-Dog, the team that was holding Luminous and BK out of the zone earlier, they are forced back into the fight. James, N-Dog, and Ryan, very little cover to work with. They're in a tough position. Darks and FIFA getting bailed out by Ryan and N-Dog. Luminous, BK, and Dade would have put these guys down, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's how the game shakes out. Sometimes fights are not as clean as you want them to be. James getting finished, just no cover to work with. N-Dog and Ryan gonna try and rotate back toward north. Little do they know that there's a team already here. Ryan, he's gonna try and get some shots with his G7. FIFA and Darks getting Kodak back in the game. Luminous, BK, and Dade all crafting over in gardens, getting landed on. Juan Solo Games also in gardens with Yi the P and Uwu Kitten. This is gonna be 100% a three-way fight if Ryan and N-Dog, unfortunate. If Ryan and N-Dog can manage to get this jump tower, it might be a four-way fight. FIFA, Darks, and Kodak all gonna get involved in this. If I'm Kodak, I'm thinking we should try and third party this. I need loot, I need shield. It's getting too late to have a wipe. Luminous with the self-res. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. That's a great bubble coming out of Dade. BK and Dade both so weak, taking a lot of damage. Luminous is gonna try and get outside and get a bat off. Oh, but he runs into a Wraith. Unfortunate, that's Darks. Oh, Darks rolling up at the right spot, the right time, man. Darks is telling Twitch Kodak, hey man, get in here. There's some loot you need. Juan Solo got a PK and a Digi. The absolute best case scenario for a Bangalore. If I'm that Bangalore, I'm happier than a pig in mud. Uwu Kitten, Juan, and Yi the P on absolute height. Kodak just below with Darks and FIFA. Jazz Rez having a hard time this game. Still working with a blue and one teammate down. Crispy Chicken and Mr. J Grim rather. Sitting in circle, holding a great position. Gonna be able to absolutely jump on a team that rolls up next to him. N-Dog and Ryan down a teammate. It's not looking good for them. Making it into circle. They're real close to Crispy Chicken and Mr. Jim though. Twitch Kodak, still our kill leader, 5 kills. Ooh, and some beamage from Mr. Kodak from a pretty nice distance away, especially considering he's only got an HCOG. N-Dog and Ryan, not looking great for them. Not a ton of cover to work with. They're sandwiched between two teams, but they don't even realize it. Ryan is gonna take some time to heal. Oh, Ryan, you don't know, but that chicken is back there and they're just waiting for you to roll up into their laps. Ryan taking a lot of damage. It's not looking good for team 3 here. Chicken and Mr. J Grim, they're just waiting. They can afford to take their time with this. They know this team is gonna waddle and wobble over here. Just so weak and just absolutely have all of their loot just dropped into their lap. Oh, but Crispy Chicken doesn't account for the surprise attack from INF Jazz Rez, absolutely beaming with that Sentinel. Wow, how the tables turn. N-Dog and Ryan managing, thanks to INF Jazz Rez, largely, to get out of here unscathed, somehow pushing their game even further. Juan Solo, Uwu Kitten, and Yeep. All red shields, all looking super healthy with double R301. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, to be honest with you, Thiep. Ryan getting down, N-Dog getting down, and it's not looking good here. Oh, Ryan barely manages to get out, fighting against Uwu Kitten. Juan now, but he's between this whole team as well as INF Jazz Reds and Jerd, and oh, Ryan goes down. That's the end of the line, bud. Unfortunate. Thiep, Uwu Kitten, and Juan Solo Games, second place last game. They're going for the dub this time. Jazz Rez and Jerd go crazy, really managing to upgrade their loot and level up here. Spitfire Mastiff, this is a disgusting loadout to run, but what can I expect from the woman who was running a charge rifle last game? Jazz putting down some fire, but a lot of angles to watch out here for. Unfortunately, Jazz does not have the most cover to play with. Dark, FIFA, and Kodak, a long way to get to where they are now. But they have potentially the best position. They have the most cover to play with. If they can manage to get a big knock on Jazz or Jerd, I might want to push that, as that is just 2 players over there. Although Juan, Yi, and Uwu Kitten are rolling up on him. It's a 3v2. with One Solo Games, Uwu Kitten, and Yi the P in the absolute best position you could possibly play at. Just trying to keep buzzing in there. You're trying to keep that pressure on, not allow anybody to totally reset. Twitch Kodak ends up going down. It is now a 2v3. Jerd go crazy and Jazzrez. These are our 1 and 2 teams from last game. Jazzrez and Twitch Jerd ended up winning last game, but they're out shielded. If they could just manage to get this, that's a big down for Jazz. A lot of damage out of Jerd. Jerd goes down. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Jazz does all she can. She absolutely does the most with what she's given. She had a Mastiff and a Spitfire. She put 2 of 3 down, but even though that last player was still so weak, Yi the P, One Solo Games, Uwu Kitten 699, they just were too shielded, too strong, too mighty to be put down. Once again, they weren't going to take second place 2 times in a row. GG's, man. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, as it does help me out a lot. Consider subscribing by hitting this button right here, and check out one of my other videos that YouTube thinks you might like. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.